Hi guys, so let's put our meals together, okay? I did prep some of my meat ahead of time, which is probably what you want to do. You want to do your meat first so you can get that out of the way. You don't have to worry about contamination. I wanted to tell you that I do have 3 cutting boards. This is the older style one. We still use it all the time. They last forever. That's why they're so wonderful. And then I have 2 other ones, one for cheese and one for vegetables too. So I'm just gonna kind of put that aside. I've opened up my cans ahead of time, just so I had it done, and I pre-bagged some of my meat so you didn't have to watch me do that, okay? So anyway, let's get started. You like my little Twix clips here? This is so I can, my girls like to ride my apron way up, and then before I know it, I'm choking, so I don't like that. Okay, so first of all, I'm gonna show you guys, we're gonna be using our close-in cut. I'm gonna show you lots of cool tools that you can make this whole thing much easier on you than, but if you don't have it, it's okay, you can just use what you have. But these items that we have make things much easier. This is called our close-in cut. And first of all, I'm gonna show you guys, we need like 4 to 6 chicken breasts. So I'm gonna take one so you guys can see this. And I'm gonna put it in here. Actually, I'm gonna take 2. All right. Sorry, I wanted to make sure I had it. Okay, so what you're gonna do, or what I'm gonna do, and this is a quick tip for you, is take a couple of your chicken breasts and put them in your close-in cut, like so. This is gonna help you butterfly your chicken, which is gonna in turn make things so much easier for you to cook things faster and cook more evenly. So butterflying them really does help, okay? So I do like to butterfly my chicken, and this tool does make it so much easier. And this is also great for like tomatoes, if you need to cut up cherry tomatoes or olives or mushrooms for a salad or whatever. It works great for that. This is our ceramic knife. Love the ceramic knives. They're super duper sharp, lightweight, and they're ceramic coated so nothing's gonna stick to them. So I love that. This is super, super sharp. So notice how I'm cutting them in half. This is gonna make cubing the chicken so much easier. However, I'm only gonna do this for one of the recipes because I like to take my chicken or any meat really, instead of cubing it, I don't really like to cube it, I like to just put it in the bag, and then when I cook it, I'll use my salad chopper to chop it up. So it makes so much easier and it saves so much more time that way. So the salad chopper is definitely something that is a must-have for every kitchen. And I'm going to show you what that is. And all that is really is a double-edged scissors. Apparently I don't have it on here. I don't know. If I see it later, I'll show you. Anyways, it's a double-edged scissors, and then you just hold it like this to chop up your meat or shred your meat or however you want to do it. Okay, so now let's, actually use this stuff. So we're just gonna cube it up. So look at how easy this knife goes through this chicken. Okay, little tip I learned too, if you hold your fingers like this, you won't cut your fingers off, which is a very good thing. I've already had a catastrophe just prepping this thing. This freezer meal workshop for you guys already by trying to open up the container of meat, my flank steak for my tacos, and I've already sliced my finger, like kind of deep actually. So I'm just pretending that it isn't throbbing and that it doesn't hurt. And I've got it double wrapped so I won't have any stuff or any extra protein in my food here. So notice I have really good control on my knife. Notice how sharp this knife is, how easy it's going through raw chicken. I mean, seriously, people. I'm going to show you in a little bit a couple of the best cooking vessels that I like to use for freezer meals. And just some really quick and easy way. What are some things that you guys do in the fall? Like my sons are older now, one's married and the other one just moved out. Very sad day for this old mama. So they're not around anymore, but it used to be sports events. We were always gone for sports, whether it be wrestling or football or whatever, cross country, it was always something. So what do you kids, or what do your kids do at school? What keeps you busy every single night of the week? If they play hockey, I know you're gone almost every night and every weekend for sure. So these freezer meals are really gonna come in handy for that. So I'm telling you, it's freezer meal workshops are the bomb. And food prepping is very smart too. I'm not, those of you who know who I am, you know that I am not the best plan-aheader, if that's even a word. I don't like to plan ahead. And I'm kind of a fly-by-your-seat-of-your-pants type of girl. And I like to do things at the last minute, which is not cool. All my friends can vouch for how annoying that can be sometimes. And I apologize, but I am who I am, and that's just how it is, right? Okay, so cubing up this chicken, but where I was going with that is I don't plan things out very well. So having freezer meals in the freezer, frozen already, and all I have to do is take them out of the freezer and put them in a crock pot or put them in my slow cooker or put them in my quick cooker, just makes things so much easier and takes all the guesswork out of it. Okay, so I'm gonna get my bag ready. This is for the chicken, one of the chickens. Let me see. You always want to have your recipes handy. I do have the bamboo stand. Can't find it right now, but I do have a bamboo stand. So here I've got my baggie in my bowl. I'm going to show you what's really cool about these flexible cutting mats. Bends so much easier, and then you really don't have to cut or touch that meat any more than you really need to. Okay, so there's my cubed chicken. This is for my chicken cheesy tortilla soup. Okay, so I've got that done. All the other meat I already have bagged up because I didn't want you guys to have to sit and watch me do that. I thought maybe I would just assemble. So what I did first was I just got all my meat ready, and then I opened up all my containers, and I opened up my my oils and my vinegar, and I got everything out that I need. So all I have to do is quickly prep it. Okay. This is the other thing I wanted to show you guys is our new prep. I want to turn the camera around, but I don't know how to do that, so I'm really sorry about that. But these take the guesswork out, actually. These will tell you what sizes. They give you lots of different tips on here. So if you want to know what a julienne looks like, that's what it looks like. A fine julienne that's what it looks like. A large dice is like that. A small dice is like, or medium slice dice is like that. A small dice is like that. And then there's measurements on here. So it takes, really literally takes all the guesswork out for you, okay? All right, so what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna go ahead and do my cheese. So this calls for melted Velveeta cheese spread, and it wants 8 ounces of that. And this container is 32 ounces, so I have to figure this out. Oh my gosh. It goes into 32 4 times, so I'm gonna split this up into 4. So 1, 2. Okay. So this is where you would use Velveeta. Just put this aside, and I can put that in a baggie for another time. But that, if you guys ever had Velveeta, you mix it with salsa, so good. I love it. And even hamburger, I can't remember what you call it, but people love it. Okay, so I'm gonna cube this up. This is about 4 ounces. Now, mind you, you can put as much cheese as you want in here. There's no rhyme or reason. You don't have to follow the directions. If you are a direction follower, then of course, then do whatever makes you comfortable, okay? Get the cheese slices in there. Okay, and cubes and the cheese is in there. Okay. Then I need corn. I need 2 cups of corn. The bag that I bought is 2 cups, so I wasn't really sure on this. I don't know how I felt about having corn in this, but I'm sure it'll be delicious. So adding that in there. Okay, corn, a tablespoon of chipotle. I'm just putting it all in one. So my chipotle rub is right here. See, it says C on there. Kind of shake it up a little bit. And we need a tablespoon. So I want it in the first line. So there we go, chipotle. Okay. And then in the quart bag, I could do my chips if I want. I might do that later. I don't know. I'll probably just get the chips ready right before I eat the soup. You do whatever you want, but that's what I'm going to do. Okay. Then I'm going to put a tablespoon of garlic oil and a tablespoon of, well, I already did the chipotle rub. Another tablespoon of chipotle rub. I'm just going to do one. If I need to add more later, I can. Okay. Putting it in here. I need the garlic oil, tablespoon. These are our stackable measuring spoons. I love these. They click together. I actually have 2 sets in my kitchen, and I love them. Okay, garlic oil, 1 tablespoon of garlic oil. Okay, garlic oil. I love the smell of this. It smells so good. It does say to add more chipotle, but I'm not going to yet because I don't know why it says that. Okay, so then I'm going to let the air out, and then I'm going to zip it shut. Okay. Now you can store these in the fridge or in the freezer any way you like. If you want to do it like this, you can, and then it'll fit into any vessel you're going to cook it in very easily. Or a lot of people like to lay it flat to save room in your freezer. So it's completely up to you how you want to do it. Okay, so I'm going to set this aside. That's my cheesy tortilla soup. Okay, now let's do the chicken cacciatore. We've got 4 to 6 chicken breasts right here. Okay, put it in here. I already put my chicken in there. Okay, we need a 1/2 cup of broth, which is right here. 1/2 cup of broth. And this is our small measure-all cup. We have a bunch of different kinds of measuring cups. This is great. I love to use this for like mayonnaise or peanut butter, and you just put in whatever measurement you have, like a 1/3 cup, push it through and scrape it off. But it's also good for wet ingredients too, water or broth. We're going to use it for broth today. And it's at a 1/2 cup of chicken broth. So you're just going to fill it up to the 1/2 cup line. Some people really aren't sure how to use this. It says the blue line up. Can you see how you can see right through it? That's why you want to have the blue line up, because that's for liquids. So you just fill it up to that line. For solids, we would flip it over and do it the other way, and then it's just really easy to see that way. Okay? So chicken broth, we need 2 tablespoons of 3 onions. So I'm going to take my 3, and the first line, whoops. I'm going to do both lines, 2 tablespoons. Again, I can always add more later if I want. Okay, 1 tablespoon of garlic and herb rub. What did I do with my garlic and herb rub? Oh, it's right here. I forgot that I used it earlier in the video to show you guys. Let me make sure I have the right amount measured. Okay, so about a tablespoon we need of this. of the garlic and herb. Yum, smells delicious. Okay, and then we need 3 tablespoons of Italian seasoning. There's 2 and 3 tablespoons of Italian. Then we need 28-ounce diced tomatoes, cans of diced tomatoes undrained. So I did ahead of time, opened up my cans, but I did save the can opener so I could show you guys how to use can opener. We have the best smooth edge can opener that there is out there. If you don't have any sharp edges, I can go like this, I won't cut myself. This is 2 cans of diced tomatoes. Add that to the bag. Okay, this is gonna be 1 full bag, I'll tell you. Okay, geez, this is a really big bag. But then again, I do have a lot of chicken in here too. The nice thing about these is it's gonna marinate in here. It's gonna be so delicious. Okay, so I do have a recycling bin too, but I don't want to, I want to rinse out the cans, so I don't want to do that in front of you guys, so I'm not going to. Okay, now we need a 14-ounce jar, and this is 23 ounces. All right, I better measure this. So let's use the Easy Reads. These are some of my favorite things ever. I love, love, love the Easy Read measuring cups. Okay, so this is how we do it, baby. You look on here, inside of here, there's measurements in here, okay? We need 14 ounces, so the 14-ounce mark is right there. So I don't have to pick up my jar or my measuring cup. I just go ahead and fill it to the 14-ounce line. And then you dump that in. Oops, see, that's why you want to keep it in the bowl. Made a mess already. Okay, the marinara, and then 2 cans of mushrooms, which is 8 ounces. Maybe I didn't open this one. I opened them all. Apparently I did. Nope, I didn't. Okay, I'm going to give you a quick lesson on how to open up the cans using the can opener. You see how it's like this. You're going to take the ball, put it up against the can like so, okay? And then you're just gonna twist it, and if you twist it, it grabs the can. You'll feel it click when it gets around. Okay, and then you turn the handle the opposite way, that will release it. And then you see there's little teeth on here, looks like little Pac-Mans. Put that on the side of the can and lift. And then you have no sharp edges, okay? Easy peasy. Make sure I didn't open this, I didn't. Okay, I also like to open up the flip top cans. A lot of people say why there's a flip top on there. Reason being, because I don't want to scratch up my spatulas. If I wipe out a can that has, with my spatulas and it has sharp edge on it, it's going to tear up my spatula, and I don't want to do that. So, I don't like to do that, so I won't. Okay, this is the other cool thing I want to show you guys. This is called the Easy Read Colander. I like to just put it in my other big Easy Read. I can dump my mushrooms in there. These are 4-ounce cans, and I need 8 ounces of mushrooms. Okay, and they're drained. And then we're gonna add it to our cacciatore bag. Okay, let the air out, and then zip her up. This is 1 full bag. But I like a lot of chicken, so. Okay, so we're gonna put this aside. And we already talked about this earlier, I think, in the prep video. You just wanna make sure things are pretty handy so it's easy just to get ready and for your next things, your next recipe. I'm just gonna kind of put that aside. All right, what's next? We did the the chicken cacciatore, we did the tortilla soup. Let's do the creamy Italian chicken, shall we? Okay, so this one is gonna be one that it wants us to cube it as well. Again, like I said, I'm not going to cube it because I'm just gonna use my salad chopper to chop it up after it's cooked, and it'd be so much easier that way, okay? But if you, again, like to follow the directions to a T, you can. So I'm just gonna put in my chicken breast here, 4 to 6, so I'll just do the rest. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. There we go. 6 chicken breasts. Okay. Now, notice I didn't butterfly these. That's okay because I'm going to chop them up with my salad chopper. Remember I told you that? So that's why I did that. Okay, so we got 4 to 6 chicken breasts in here. We need 3 tablespoons of Italian seasoning. This is our creamy Italian chicken. 1, well that's 2, and 3. Okay, and then we need a 10-ounce can of cream of chicken soup. So I did open the cream of chicken soup. That's mushroom. This is chicken. Okay. So here, dumping it in here. Okay, and I can get a little spatula. Salad chopper. So I'm just going to scrape out my can, and I don't have any sharp edges, so I love the creamy soup. So I scraped it out really good using that. We're good. Chicken's in there. Okay, now I talked about the salad chopper. This is a salad chopper that I was talking about. It locks. So after I cook my chicken in my quick cooker or my rock rock, which I'm going to show you in a little while, I'm just going to shred my chicken. I like to hold it like this in here, so I'll just kind of jab up my meat and I will chop it up. Some people like to hold it like this, okay, and chop it up, but you can do it any way you want. But this is really easy to make salsa or shredded meat, shredded pork. Super, super easy for that, okay? All right, and then we need 8 ounces of cream cheese. My dog is barking. Bella, no. I would introduce you to Bella, but she's the cutest dog ever, and I'm very easily distracted by her. Shh. Okay, so I'm gonna cube this because it'll be easier that way, okay? So you're just gonna put your cream cheese in with that. Okay, so make sure you have like a sink of soapy water, or put your stuff right in your dishwasher as you go. Of course I'm not, but don't do as I do. Okay, so now we've got our creamy Italian chicken all in this bag, all ready to go. So mix it around a little bit. Hold her up, let some air out, zip her up, set aside. Hey, 3 meals done. 4 to go, and they're super quick and easy. Okay, that was the Italians. Beef stroganoff, let's do that next. Okay, so ahead of time, I cooked up my hamburger, but you know what? You don't have to do your hamburger ahead of time if you don't want to, because if you do it in your, if you're gonna cook it in your quick cooker, it cooks everything right from frozen if you want. But if you do thaw it and you do wanna cook it ahead of time, that's totally fine too. So whatever works for you. Okay, so here we have a 1.5 pounds of ground beef. You can use venison or ground turkey, anything that you want. Feel free to substitute out anything that you want or whatever your family likes, okay? Some families don't like hamburger, some don't like chicken. So, I mean, it's totally up to you what you want to do there, okay? So, we've got 1.5 pounds of ground beef already cooked, and I cooled it. It's added to a gallon bag. Okay, now we're gonna put an onion, which they wanted 1 medium onion. Okay, so we'll do our onion. I'm gonna show you guys something that's really super, super, super cool, okay? Rather than dicing up this onion, I'm gonna do something quicker and easier, okay? First of all, I'm gonna cut it in half again. Okay, I'm gonna take my quick slice. If you don't know what this is fantastic. It dices stuff up so quickly. Okay, so watch. I'm gonna put my onion in here like so, and there's slats in there. I'm gonna put that on and rock it down, oops, all the way through, okay? So that cut it once. Now, I want to cut it again because I want it diced. So you can go like this, oops, and dice it again. And then look, I've got diced up onions. Easy, easy peasy. And if you want them diced even more, you can. You just put them in there again and crush them up. Slice them up that way. Okay. Or if you want, you can chop them up with your food chopper, which maybe we'll do that because that would be really quick as well. And I can show you the food chopper. This is one of the reasons I started selling Pampered Chef. For those of you who don't know that, most people do know that. I love the food chopper, okay? It takes out, you can take out your aggressions on it and nobody's gonna judge you for that. But it's a great way to take it out. Okay, so I'm just gonna pound it a few times, because I want some smaller pieces. The smaller you, or the more you chop, the smaller the pieces are, okay? That side. And then I'm gonna take my cutting board and just put my onions in there like this, just like it said, okay? Put that in my sink. All right, crap. Okay, so we did the onion in there, added a cream of mushroom soup. So we need 8 ounces of mushrooms and a can of cream of mushroom soup. So here is a can of cream of mushroom soup. Put that in there like so. And then we need the mushrooms. Again, I've got the clip top. I don't want to use it, so I'm just going to open up my jars or my cans. And why do I want to do that? Because I don't want any sharp edges. Put the teeth on there. It grabs the can top. And get that one quite all the way around. That's okay. All right, so here, I need to drain these. It said 8 ounces of mushrooms. Okay. You can use fresh mushrooms if you want. Again, your recipe, you do what you want. So we've got a can of cream of mushroom soup, can of mushrooms. Maybe your family doesn't like mushrooms. Use beans, green beans, or zucchini, or substitute whatever you want. Maybe they don't like cream of mushroom soup. Use cream of chicken soup or cream of celery. Whatever floats your boat is totally fine. There's no right or wrong way to do this, okay? So we added the onion, cream of mushroom soup. We're gonna do the 3 onion rub. And we need 2 tablespoons. So again, that's like almost a whole capful. 3 onion, a 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper. So I'm gonna take a teaspoon of spaghetti sauce on there from when I made a mess earlier. Black pepper. Am I like stupid or what's the deal here? I can't figure out how to open this can. Is it new and that's why I can't figure it out? No. Oh, for pity's sake. There we go. Okay. Okay, that's a little much pepper. I don't want a lot of pepper. So I'm just gonna put a little bit more in there. There we go. Pepper. I probably should have just took my pepper grinder and just ground some pepper in there because that's just ridiculous. Okay, 3 onion rings and paprika. We need 1 teaspoon of paprika. This is, we don't have paprika as a Pampered Chef item, so I have to use store-bought paprika. And we need 1 teaspoon. Okay, that's in there. Check. Then, okay, seal and freeze. And then a couple days before, we're gonna put the thawed stroganoff mixture into a 12-inch skillet, or again, I'm gonna show you later on how to do things. And then you stir in your sour cream and you heat on medium heat. And then you're gonna do your butter and your egg noodles, and you'll put it on egg noodles. So if you don't like noodles, put it on rice, but we always have it on noodles. Okay. I love beef stroganoff. Okay, so let the air out. You know, are you doing these meals just for your family, or are you doing them for a family in need, or maybe you have a sick neighbor or family member, or maybe you're splitting with a friend because you didn't want the whole, all of the meals? There's no right or wrong way, however you want to do it, people. Totally up to you. Okay, Parmesan pork chops is next. If you don't like pork, you can use chicken, okay? So what I did, placed in a freezer bag, 4 to 6 pork chops, already did that. Okay, pork chops. Here's my pork chops. Put them in my bowl. I've already got a mess in the bottom of my bowl, so it's a good thing I have a bowl. All right, and then we're going to put in a tablespoon of garlic and herb rub. Tablespoon. 1 tablespoon of 3 onion. Tablespoon of 3 onion. 1 can of cream of a mushroom soup. Again, this is the one I left to show you guys how to open a can, not realizing that I didn't open up the other cans. So now I think you know how to open up a can. Against can, twist, it grabs it, we're good. Grab the teeth, lift it up, add that. Okay, cream of mushroom soup. I love cream of mushroom soup. I personally love mushrooms. Okay. 8 ounces of apple juice or apple cider vinegar or apple cider. I bought apple cider. However, if you don't have apple cider or you don't like apple cider or apple juice, you can get little packets of apple cider mix at the dollar store. It comes with like 4 packs or 6 packs of apple cider mix, and then you just mix it with water, and then you have your apple cider. We love apple cider in our house though, so I did buy some apple cider. So here, we love to heat it up and put some cinnamon. It is so delicious, especially on a cooler night. And Wisconsin can't seem to figure out what it wants to do for seasons. One day it's winter, one day it's or fall, one day it's summer. Mother Nature really needs to take her meds. It's very annoying. It's getting even more annoying by the day. Okay, 1 cup the 1 cup Easy Read, fill it up to the line. I love the smell of that. We just came out with a new cooking blender, and I'm actually going to be doing a video later on making some peanut butter and jelly. You can do that in there. But I did get some apples because it's apple season here, and I'm going to make my own applesauce. I love homemade applesauce, especially when it's chunky and you put cinnamon in it. And it's super simple. You just put it in your quick cooker, and then you just cook it in your quick cooker. Super easy. And then you take it out, you put it in your jars. You can put it in a water bath if you want to can it, or you can just eat it. Whatever works for you, or give it away as a gift. You know, the gift giving season is coming up, so. Okay, so 4 tablespoons of butter sliced and 2 ounces of Parmesan cheese. So 4 tablespoons of butter. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a half a stick of butter. And it wants it sliced up. I could do that in my quick slice too if it wasn't dirty. I probably would. Okay, butter, 4 tablespoons in there. 2 ounces of Parmesan cheese, finely shredded. I'm gonna show you guys something. This is so cool. This is our new quick prep food grater. I was actually going to prep all the cheese, and I'm not very good at this organizing stuff, so we'll just do it in a different way, okay? This is our new quick prep cheese, or quick prep grater. You can use it for a bunch of different things. We are going to use it for it has a slicing blade, so you can slice up vegetables if you want. Could have sliced onions in there if we wanted to. There is a finer grated cheese grating blade, which is the one we're going to use, and then there's a bigger cheese grating blade for those softer cheeses like mozzarella. Okay, so what they say to do is you want to take like a towel and hold it, because these blades can be really sharp, and then you're going to put it up against there's a round part in there, and then you're just going to screw the handle until it attaches, but don't tighten it all the way, because if you tighten it all the way, it's going to be really hard to get off, okay? And then you're going to put your guard on it. Oops. Okay. Oops. And then you're going to put your little grating container in there. Okay, now, one tip too is to keep your cheese in your refrigerator till right before you're going to use it, because it's so much easier to grate that way. Okay, so make sure that you're doing that. We need about 2 ounces of Parmesan cheese. I want to tell you guys, it's always a really good idea to get a block of cheese. For one thing, it's really, really cheaper. Okay, so I'm just gonna start grating it. You can see it coming out. Okay, and I think I'm just gonna grate all of it because I can. And I have this out. It smells good. And you kind of want to do it like against the blade a little bit. I can't really talk and do something else at the same time. Sometimes it's very difficult. The struggle is very real, people. Whoops. I hope you're following so far. This is making sense. Remember, if you have questions, feel free to ask. Okay, now in here you're going to notice that you're going to have some bigger chunks, and that's okay. You can fish them out. Oops. Fish them out, because you can put that through again. Oops. Oops. Put them through again and just grate them through again. Okay. All right. So If you did get pre-shredded cheese, that's totally fine. You know, I'm not going to judge you. That's totally fine. And I do that sometimes too, just for ease. However, you know why the bagged cheese stays fresh so much longer? It's not really fresh. It's because it has cellulose in it, which is like sawdust. Okay? Ick. This is fresher cheese. You can freeze it, and it's much cheaper in the long run. Okay? And it's super easy to just quickly grate it. Okay? We need 2 ounces. So 2 ounces. I'm gonna look on my little easy read here. Oh, here we go. Ounces. 2 ounces is a 1/4 cup. And this little tiny thing is a 1/4 cup. Isn't that cool? So I'm just gonna put the Parmesan cheese in there, okay? And this I'll set aside and I'll bag it later. Okay? Awesome. Okay, so now that's done. So let's take this, and again, you can put more Parmesan in later if you want to, which I probably will because I love cheese. And we live in cheese country. We should eat a lot of cheese, right? We have to support the farmers. Okay, let's move this. This likes to really stick to the counter, so it's kind of hard to get up sometimes. So put that in there. All right. I hope you guys can't see this big mess I have going on here. It's very interesting. Okay, let's get our bowl back. 2 more recipes to go. I think we're doing good on time too. I was a little worried it was going to take forever to do, but we're doing all right, I think. Okay, Parmesan, we did that. Okay, meatballs. We have the meatballs and the grilled steak tacos to do. Okay, the garlic bread meatball subs. Okay, this, I've never had this before, so I'm kind of excited about this. Okay, so what it says is there's 3 different steps to this. Okay, place the following ingredients into a gallon freezer bag. The Italian meatballs. Oops, I didn't use that. I already have it bagged up. We've got the meatballs, a 32-ounce bag of meatballs. You can make your own meatballs, or you can buy your own meatballs. It's totally up to you. I'm all about ease, so buying the meatballs is totally fine with me. Okay, so we're gonna add 2 tablespoons of garlic and herb rub. Okay, 2 tablespoons of garlic and herb. And 1 24-ounce jar of marinara pasta sauce. This is 24 ounces. And if you can your own pasta sauce, you totally can do that. If you want to use spaghetti sauce, you can do that. Again, these recipes are yours and you do what you want with them. Okay, so we've got marinara sauce in there. All right, shred a 4-ounce block of mozzarella with the microplane grater. So I'm gonna put that aside. And actually, I'm just gonna get another cutting board because that one's kind of dirty. I like these tiny cutting boards too because they're really handy and they're just so small and handy. Super handy. Wipe off my space a little. So, okay. So now we just need to grate some mozzarella cheese. This is our microplane grater, and you can store it like this. You know, you just bend it, and what you're gonna do, it's like a CB. So you're gonna kind of like hold the handle and push it in with your thumb at the same time, and that will make it go flat. Or you can use it like this, and you can store it like this, okay? I'm gonna use it like this. And actually there's a guard too. And And remember, I told you to leave your cheese in the fridge. If you didn't do that, you're more than welcome to put it in the freezer for about 10 minutes and then come back and do this later if you want to. You certainly can. Okay, this says it's 4 ounces, so that's half of this. Of course, we'll grate the whole thing, but I don't have to grate the whole thing in front of you. Plus, I guess I can't lie, I'll probably eat it. All right, there is a guard. I don't know what I did with it though. But the guard is really easy and you won't get any of your knuckles or any of your skin in here. I could use this on my quick prep food grater as well, just like we did with the Parmesan. Super easy. Guard really, I guess, you know, I never use it without the guard, so you really, when you don't have it on, you can kind of tell why you want to use the guard. Okay, dishwasher safe. Okay, so that's 4 ounces of mozzarella cheese. Okay, and in a different bag, a small bag. So we'll put it in one of these bags, okay? And actually, I don't have. This probably won't work, but we'll do it like this. I'm just gonna shove this in my big measure-all cup, just so I have a way to put it in here. And again, the flexible mats are nice. No mess, just bend it. Okay, so this mozzarella cheese, I'm gonna put aside, and it's gonna go with this. Okay, now the other thing too, okay, this recipe says that you should combine, or you should make your butter. You can do your butter if you want to ahead of time. I'm gonna do it when I eat my meatball subs because I like my stuff fresh. So what you do is you just take your manual food processor. Hopefully you all have one of these. If you don't, I can hook you up. It's awesome. You're gonna put your butter in there. You're gonna put some Parmesan cheese in there, and you're gonna put 2 tablespoons of the garlic and herb rub in there, and you're going to make your compound butter, okay? Then you're gonna take your baguette and you're going to butter your baguette and you're gonna bake it or heat it up so it's nice and toast it. You can get any kind of baguette you want. You can get French bread if you'd rather. I did buy a take and bake baguette where you could just put it in the oven and bake it. And I like my stuff fresh, so that's what I'm gonna do. So what I'm gonna do now is, this is my meatballs. Everything's ready here. So all I have left to do with this is make my butter and my garlic, make my garlic butter and put it with my bread, okay? Probably gonna have this next week, or else I'm gonna have to freeze my bread because I didn't think ahead of time when I was gonna do it. Okay, so letting the air out like so. Then I'm gonna show you a little trick I learned from my friend, Trina. Take a Twix-It clip, and I'm gonna put the cheese with my Twix-It clip. That way it's together and I know that this cheese goes with this recipe, okay? And then I'm just gonna put this aside. And again, I have to label my bags, so I'm gonna do them later. Okay, we have one recipe left, and that is our grilled steak tacos. Okay, your flank steak, I'm gonna be honest, I don't really know what a flank steak is. So we had bought a cow last year. We usually do that for our employees at Steeltown. So we bought a cow, and I have a lot of beef, a lot of steak left. So I just grabbed a roast out of there and I cut the roast. I think that's gonna be delicious. I think any kind of beef you use is gonna be delicious. It's totally up to you. But you could do chicken, or you could do pork. Whatever you want, you can use for this, okay? Maybe you just want hamburger, you could do that too. It's totally up to you. So what I did is I took my roast and I cut it up. And I put that little cheat sheet on the group so you could see how to cut a flank steak. I think the idea is to cut it at an angle kind of. It's much easier to cut that way. That's when I cut my finger. I was trying to open the package, and I should have used my my kitchen shears, but I didn't. I used the knife. That was dumb. Okay, so here, place the following in the freezer bag. We need chipotle rub, 2.5 tablespoons of chipotle. It's 2.5, okay? 2 tablespoons of chipotle. A 1/4 cup of cherry balsamic. 1/4 cup is 4 tablespoons, which is this. Add that. Smells so good. All right, 2 tablespoons of canola oil. So I'm going to use the same thing, so I'm just going to fill it up halfway to the 2 tablespoon mark and dump it in there. Two tablespoons of tomato paste. Where's my tomato paste? I know I had it over here. Oh, here it is. Tomato paste. 2 tablespoons. So, 1. 2. I did heaping because I never measure. I'm kind of a rebel when it comes to that. I just do what I want. Okay, 2 tablespoons of tomato paste. We need 2 tablespoons of water. So I'm just going to put some water in here. Dump my water in there. And then I need 2 cloves of garlic. This is really fun. Okay, a lot of people, I have to tell you guys kind of a funny story. A lot of people think that a whole one of these is a clove of garlic. It's not. A clove of garlic is actually 2 of these, or a clove is this, okay? You can add as much garlic as you want, and this is much better, much more flavorful than the pre-pressed jarred garlic. It's always great to use one of our garlic presses. I love the garlic press. This was my husband's very, very, very favorite tool. When I first started selling Pampered Chef, this was his, he loved it, okay? So you don't peel the garlic, put it in there, and then you're just gonna squeeze the garlic right in there, okay? There is a cleaning tool that comes with it. I always forget where it is. Most of the time, the skin will stay right there, okay? I'll do 2. If you want it really garlicky, you can add more. Totally up to you. Okay. There we go. All right. So then, that is our flank steak. I'm just gonna kind of mix this up because it's gonna marinate in there, right? And then when I have my steak tacos, it's gonna be done. Okay. And then you're gonna serve it with shredded cheddar cheese or salsa if you want. You can serve it with rice. Okay, I'm gonna put this aside. Now remember what I said. You're gonna take a Sharpie and then you're gonna write on here what it is and the date that you made it so you remember when you made it, okay? So, as we go on through this month, I really, really, really want you to post the finished product after you do it. Just post a picture of you making it, post a picture of it done, or a picture of your family eating it, and give us your feedback of what you thought about it, okay? These recipes can be split into 2. So remember that if you are splitting your recipes and you're not eating the whole thing, you can share these with a friend or you can split them into 2 meals. So really you can get 14 meals out of this meal prep rather than 7. So if you're a 2-person family or if you're single, you totally can split it up however many times as you want. Just go ahead and mix it up and then put it in different bags, okay? All right, so that's gonna go aside. All right, now I wanna show you guys something really quickly. I don't want you to see my mess though, but I think it's kind of inevitable. Oops, we'll just leave that on the floor for now. When it comes time to cook your meals, okay, you can cook them any way you want to. I'm gonna show you how I'm probably going to be doing them. Okay, first of all, we have the Rock Crocs. If you're not familiar with the Rock Crocs, I'm going to tell you just a little bit about them. If you do have a Rock Croc, if you could just put a thumbs up or a heart in the comments, that would be great. But when I'm going to make these, I can put my meal in here, my thawed meal in here, and I can put it on the stove top and put it on warm, and I can heat it up. Or I can put it in the oven, because the Rock Crocs is just a glazed stoneware, so it can be used as a cookware too. It goes on the grill, in the microwave, on the stove top, in the oven, and under the broiler. And you can put it in the freezer too, okay? So this is the Dutch oven Rock Croc. So you can put, I like to use this a lot for like soups, stews, chilies, desserts, lava cakes. There's really good recipes for lava cakes. There's so many things that you can use this for, okay? So heat it up in here, and then if you want to, you can just heat it up and serve it. Or we do have the slow cooker stand, so you can heat it up and then put it in your slow cooker stand and put it on low and let it just stay warm. This doubles as a slow cooker, okay? Slow cooker stand. And there are 3 different size Rock Crocs. There's the Dutch oven, there's the everyday pan, and then there's the casserole pan. We also have a flat stone, a couple flat stones that are great for the grill as well, if you're gonna do grilled pizza. Okay. So you can put it in there, you can put it in the cookware. We have fantastic cookware. This is what I'm probably gonna do, because I found that this recipe, or this product is so fabulous. I literally use it all the time in my house, really, because like I said before, I'm not a planner. This is our quick cooker. This is Pampered Chef's version of the Instapot. What's nice about this is it has 16 different controls, okay? Ours makes bread, a lot of them on the market do not. It's really simple to use, but it comes with this container in here, and it comes with a wrap. So we also have a ceramic pot you can get. So like I like to make, you could do your kitchen cacciatore in here. You can do, you can make rice in your ceramic pot and put your chicken cacciatore underneath that if you want, and then cook it for however long it says. The nice thing about this is it goes from frozen, it cooks anything frozen to done within 30 minutes. Okay, normally you have to thaw things out and it takes a whole day. Well, that doesn't happen with this. You can just throw it in here and it's really super easy to use, okay? So if you already have an Instapot, that's great. I didn't have one prior to this, but I have to tell you that I love this. I love the fact how safe it is. You just line up the steam valve here, and it's far enough away from the button, the easy release button, that you don't have to worry about burning yourself. I love that. It also has a red sensor that pops up. You can't see that. A red sensor that pops up when it's to pressure, and then it beeps when it's done. Super easy. Very, very easy. People are using this all the time. I can't wait to make my applesauce in there. I'm really pumped. I have one friend that got one just to make her own baby food for her kids, okay, for her babies. And now that we have the cooking blender, I think that's going to be even more handy. Okay guys, so that is the end of our meal prep. We have 7 meals already done. Make sure that you keep your recipes. You're gonna wanna keep them, get a folder or whatever. I'm gonna be doing these monthly now, I believe. I'm gonna try to do these monthly. So if you are interested in doing next month's recipes, I'm working on getting that together. So if you are interested in doing this again next month, let me know. I'll let you know what the pantry pack is. We can get that ordered. And again, with your pantry pack, you're gonna get the meal prep videos, you're gonna get quick tip videos, you're gonna get lots of quick tips too, the camaraderie, and just all of it. Directions, recipe lists, freezer charts, everything you need, okay? So it's well worth it. All right, and then also, next month, I believe what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have everybody save your receipts. I wanna know how much you spent on groceries, and the person that spent the least amount on their groceries is gonna win a prize, okay? So, a couple more things I just wanna tell you real quick. I have about 45 seconds before it's been an hour. I'm sorry you've had to listen to me so long, but I want to tell you that if you want to get a group of friends together and just have a girls' day at home and prep your meals together, you certainly can do that. If you want to do a host of the month club and do your freezer meal month club, you just get 12 girls together. or even 6 girls together, and then you just take turns every month going to each other's houses and make your meals together. You buy your pantry packs and each person takes turns being the host. Super easy, and a super easy way to get some great products too. Again, it's not necessary to have all of the Pampered Chef tools, but it sure is fun and it makes it so much easier. And those of you that do have some of the things, if you could just comment and give us some ideas of what you use yours for, and some great tips for those that don't have it, I would really appreciate that. I want to thank you so much for listening. I hope you learned something. Thank you for bearing with me. I'm not the greatest at videos. I hate doing videos. It's very uncomfortable for me. So please, no judgment. Enjoy your meals and don't forget to post pictures. Okay, I will be doing a meal starter video also, so you can see how to use the meal starters too. Those of you that got the bonus meals, there's 3 extra meals. I should tell you that we had the bolognese last week and it was so delicious. Oh, I loved it. And the next time I make it, I'm gonna make the bolognese. You make it in your quick cooker, and I'm gonna make an artisan bread. I don't know, those of you who are veterans, you probably remember back in the day when I used to do artisan bread at my parties, and that was the 1 hour no knead bread, and you just let it rise overnight, and then you cook it for an hour. You forget about it, or not for an hour, for 30 minutes in the oven in your deep cover baker, and it comes out nice and crusty and crunchy, and it's so delicious. Anyways, I'm gonna do that with my bolognese. There's also a beef bourguignon. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Beef bourguignon, which I can't wait to do in the fall and the winter when it's cold out with some nice warm bread. And then there's the sesame, ginger sesame sauce as well. And I think I'm gonna try that in the egg roll in the bowl. That's become one of my favorites in this house, is the egg roll in the bowl. And I think it'd be really good for that. You could also pour it over pot stickers if you'd like. You know, just heat up your pot stickers on your grill pan or your outdoor grill, and then pour some of that over there with a little sesame on it, and you have a really delicious treat. Okay, have a great weekend, a great day. Thank you for listening, and let me know if you have any questions. Bye.